What's up, gamers? How you doing? It's John, and thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk about the Steam Deck. I did a review on the Steam Deck when I first got it a little while ago, but more specifically in this video, I want to talk about the EmuDeck, which is an application for the Steam Deck, which will allow you to play emulators and other retro games and platforms. But before I do that, I want to do a big shout out to my good friend Kirk, aka CubertAddict1 here on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel. He has a great channel. He is an expert when it comes to emulation, honestly. And I encourage you guys to check him out, give him a follow, support him for sure. Without any further ado, let's dive right into the EmuDeck. I'll show you kind of layout, what it's all about. Let's take a closer look. Thanks, guys. Okay, so basically you turn it on, and the nice thing about EmuDeck is there's not dual boot, so you don't need to like worry about having it go to a different operating system or anything like that within Steam Deck, which is nice. It's already built in within the operating system for Steam, so that's nice. So one thing I want to show you, we'll hit Steam button here. I do not have a Steam dock. I don't own one. Steam Dock will allow you to basically dock the Steam Deck and play it on a monitor or TV. I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to show you through the handheld itself. We'll go to library. On the very top, look on the top, I have my games installed, I have my collections. If you go collections, you kind of see some different emulators and emulation station. This will play Wii, it will play Wii U, 3DS, Vita, PSP, among others. I don't have any games at the moment. It will play MAME, of course, and has RetroArch and all that good stuff as well. Scrum VM is like the point and click, really fun Xbox. I do have a few Xbox games I'll show you, and all that good stuff too, right? So we'll go to, we're going to open up Emulation Station, go play. Make sure the volume's turned up so you can kind of hear it. Really quick boot up. I have a few emulators on here. I don't have all of them, as I mentioned before, right? I have Xbox 360. There's one game I have on here. Unfortunately, the game itself, the ROM file I have itself is corrupted. It doesn't work. Doesn't mean that the Xbox 360 emulator doesn't work on here. It does work quite well. I also have NES, of course, Game Boy Advance, Color. I really like the layout here. GameCube, I have a few of those. I'll show you a game for. Super Nintendo Switch, we're going to skip that one real quick so the big N doesn't come after us. But it does play Switch quite well, which is nice because of the touchscreen and all that. It does play quite well. The Thomas Wave is kind of an arcade emulator, and these games are really cool. I'll show you one in a second. It has Game Gear, Genesis, Sega Master System, Model 2, which is another arcade emulator for Sega. Model 3 doesn't quite work right now, at least the way I have it set up. I'll do a future video, I'm sure I'll show you, but currently it's not quite set up quite right. Saturn, and then PlayStation 2. So we'll show you, start with the Xbox. We'll go, let's do Arctic Thunder. This is a fun arcade, it's Midway Arcade game port. I want to show you this because it's a racing game. Look how quick it is to boot up. It's such an iconic boot up screen for the original Xbox 2. This is a good home port from the arcade. If you've played Hydro Thunder, which is a really fun racing game, like on the water, obviously. This is kind of one of the same team that did this. And I want to show you this for a couple of reasons, because the frame rate, I'll show you, it looks really good. If you haven't played this game, I highly start. And we'll go to race. We'll dive right into it. We'll player one. We'll do like, there's like a Sasquatch guy here. Yeah, let's do that. This one reminds me of Tetris, so we'll go ahead and do this one. We'll do the Tetris track, that's what I call it. Really quick boot up. Look how quick that is, right? So here we go. So I got the timing right. Miss a jump. You got weapons. If you like these racing type of games, Arctic Thunder is really, really fun to check out. Kind of reminds me of like Mario Kart on steroids, right? So they can hit people, kind of like Road Rash style. Okay, we're gonna hit start and select to exit. You can just go and tap it. Really quick exit. So that's the Xbox example. Okay, we'll go back, B for back. Xbox 360, I mentioned before. Game I have on there doesn't work. Let's check out GameCube. We'll do another racing game. Let's do F-Zero GX. I'm going to load it up. Again, I want to show you this because not only is it a great game, but again, because it's a racer, it usually uses a high frame rate, or it looks good on a high frame rate. I want to show you it. There was an arcade port of this game that came out during the same time. Those are kind of hard to find, but they're super fun. You could bring the memory card into the arcade and take it home with the GameCube. Pretty genius by Nintendo. Okay, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. That's about halfway volume. Let's start. Also notice that it's got, it's 4:3, so there's going to be some edging there because it's not, full screen. That's just how the games were back then, right? Let's go novice. I like the green one. Wild Goose. I always enjoyed the soundtracks of F-Zero. I think they should do a new F-Zero, honestly, for the Switch would be awesome. I'm trying to think when the last F-Zero was. There was F-Zero for the GameCube. Obviously, that's what I'm playing here, but I don't think there was one for the Switch. Anyway, they're long overdue for a new F-Zero is my point. Easily analog stick works really well. You can see it plays really well. Get some energy. I don't have any boost quite yet. Okay, awesome. Start, select to exit, go back. Super Nintendo, Switch, Autonomous Wave. Let's show you again. There's a handful of games I have on here. These are really fun arcade games, a lot of fighters, like King of Fighters. Let's see, what else? It has Sega Bass Pro Fishing. What's the one I'm going to show you? Metal Slug 6, which is really fun. One of my favorite games is called Dolphin Blue. If you like Metal Slug, this is definitely a game to check out. I don't think it was ported to any home console. It's Metal Slug, but you play on a dolphin. I'll show you in a second. It looks beautiful. This game's almost, I think it's 20 years old. It came out by Sammy in 2003. Took a few seconds to boot up, not too long. But yeah, it's 20 years old, but the graphics still hold up very well today. I got a few credits in there already from before. Yeah, man, I can't believe it's 20 years old. Looks like M. Bison, this guy right here. Okay, let's turn it down a little bit more. Each one of these emulators have a different sound. It feels like... So I gotta use a D-pad for this one. But yeah, it plays very similar to Metal Slug, right? It's a fun running game, though. I'm gonna show you something here. Oh, you gotta get this guy first. Look at the dolphins jumping in the background, though. Okay, hold on. Let's get him. There you go, got him. And now this is the fun part. We'll check this out. This is where we start riding a dolphin. How cool is that, man? A lot of action going on in the background, a lot of moving parts. Again, no slowdown. Really, look at it. It's such a fun game. A lot of things going on. Such a great game. Okay, we're going to hit exit it. Let's check out the Saturn. Show some games on the Saturn. Let's do Radiant Silver again. This is a really fun shooter. Boots up really quick. The volume's kind of quiet on this one. Loud on some, quiet on others. Japanese Saturn game, really fun. I can use the analog stick or D-pad. We'll do the analog stick, a little easier to control, I think, in games like this. So I can hold it down. Oh. So I can hold it down, or I can tap, like rapid tap, or I can hold it down. So better to hold it down. Oh man, not doing very good at all. Frame it looks really good. Okay, that was not good. I have no idea what the guy's saying. You can play a co-op on this too. It looks like 2 at a time, which is fun. Definitely a fun shooter. We'll exit. Let's check out PlayStation 2. the last game I'll show you here. Let's check out, let's do God of War 2. I've been playing the new God of War Ragnarok. Absolutely love it. Now, normally, because I've played this game before and it's already cached and ready to go, reloaded and ready to go, it's a pretty quick boot up. But if there's a game that you haven't played on the PlayStation 2 emulator, it does take about a minute or a minute and a half to load. I did notice that. But because I played this game before, we'll start a new game here. So yeah, so basically, because it's been played before, it's a quicker boot up. Now, I'm a little confused here because he's leaving some beautiful women, and he's obviously really upset, and he wants vengeance, and I get that, but I'd rather stay in that room with beautiful women, honestly. But maybe that's just me. Different voice actor, obviously. Christopher Judge is the new voice actor for Kratos in the last two. I think he's done a great job. Kratos sounds a little bit different in this game than in the more recent ones. Unfortunately, you can't skip all this. I have played some other PlayStation 2 emulators and PSP emulators, for example, that have been kind of slow and had some lag. That's not really the case here. I'm going to show you why in a second. Okay, here we're getting the action here. Let's check it out. You can see, plays great, looks great, right? I gotta use my block. Anyway, you guys can definitely get the idea. I'm gonna pause it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Big shout out to my good friend Kirk again for his help with this for me. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on. Bye.